My name is Stephen from Rowan College of South Jersey, and I am here today to give a explanation and a showing of how to prepare for the job search and a job fair. So what we are going to do is this is going to be broken up into several different sections, but the first is just how to prepare for the job fair itself. What exactly happens at a job fair is usually a question we get quite a lot, and there's a variety of things one should understand and be ready for as you go forward. The first of which is that job fairs or career fairs, they go by different names sometimes, are a great place to meet and see the local employers who are present. And it's also a great chance for these employers to screen a lot of people at one time. With that in mind, it is a great chance for you to learn what they're looking for and also to get that face-to-face meeting that with the current job application world, it is not as easy to get all the time. You should be prepared to possibly have a mock interview on site if you are asked for one, and understand that this can increase your chances of possibly getting to the interview. First thing you should do, though, before you get ready for the job fair is to prepare your attire. What are you going to wear? One of the things that you might want to consider is what your budget is, and understand that you don't have to break the bank. It's usually referred to as business professional, but what matters is that you dress at a comfortable level. You don't want to be walking around like a stick and being very stiff. You want to be comfortable but professional. There are some myths out there. For example, it doesn't matter if you wear blue or black. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter if you wear a skirt or pants. No, as long as it is professional. Just keep that in mind, this idea that it should be a relatively professional look. Something like when I'm wearing like a nice dress shirt like this would be fine. And some people ask, can I wear like a ring or something of that nature? You can. There's no issues with that. As I said, though, don't break the bank with this. You don't need to, especially if you're only going to wear this suit or this coat or this jacket once. There's many places that you can find affordable clothing, whether it be a Goodwill, H&M, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls. Consider some of these options. Look for sales. You don't have to break the bank. So once you've gotten that down, and it's a key part, you should consider something called your elevator pitch. What's an elevator pitch? It's 30 seconds where you try to answer the most dreaded question in any interview process, and especially if you're in a job fair situation where it's a little bit more stressful sometimes. Tell me about yourself. How do we even answer that? Where do we even begin? It's a brief 20 to 30 second window, according to most employers, that you have to sort of try to explain yourself in that moment. You want to accomplish three things. Who you are, just introducing yourself very briefly. Why you are here, like what makes you unique. Is it that you have an interest in the area? Is it an interest in the work? Is it an interest in the company? And why do you think you're the best fit for the position? You want to consider, your skills, your strengths, your abilities. These are all key to helping answer that very dreaded question. I know it trips me up a lot. Third part of the process when you're getting ready for the job fair. Research. Doing this research beforehand is helpful. A lot of the times, a job fair or career fair will post who is going to be there beforehand. So that way you can actually see what companies will be around, what they'll be doing, and what they might be trying to fill that day. So it can benefit you to research how long has the company been around? Do they have a lot of locations or are they shutting down places? What sort of work are they trying to find someone to fill? There's a lot of different questions to ask yourself, but you want to get a list together. I have 4 here, which are simple but straight and to the point, just so you don't go in blind into this situation. You also want to make certain that you bring a few essentials with you. Bring multiple copies of your resume. Normally, in this process, you might be just emailing it or sending it via the application to a person. At the job fair, you're going to bring physical copies. I would say at minimum bring 10. You want to have a notebook with you or your phone or something that you can jot down notes on or keep track of your schedule of like your timing and where you're going. And oddly enough, it might sound a little weird to say this, but you want to bring a bottle of water with you just because you might be talking a lot and you're going to dehydrate pretty quickly in this process. So bringing a bottle of water just to keep yourself hydrated and healthy is never going to hurt you. Tip 5 is a big one here. You want to consider your fair strategy. What do I mean by that? Where are you going to go first? Is there a certain table or a certain company that you want to visit that you really want to make the best impression with? If so, you might mark it down on a map they may give you, or like on your notepad or on your phone, being like, I'm going to visit X employer first. Maybe you're a bit nervous when you get there, though. If you do, maybe you don't visit that person first, that table first. Visit some of the others on your list first to build up your confidence before you get to that important table, the one that you really would like to impress. Just understand, if you go that route, you might have to wait a few minutes because there might be a line. Pros and cons to these situations. You want to be gracious throughout this whole process. It's stressful. Some people are going about and they aren't paying attention as well as they should. Try to be gracious and understanding in this situation. You're getting to see face-to-face with these employers, so you're making your first impression there. If you bump into someone and you get a bit angry or you get a little upset, that's going to be seen and noticed. So be understanding, have patience. It's a high demanding situation. So just understand that and be prepared for sometimes crowded environments. And that will conclude this presentation on what to prepare for a job fair, how to get ready, what you should bring, how to dress. Just remember, if you follow these steps, it will make your time a lot easier than it would be if you were not prepared.